What's up, y'all? This is Squiggy with the music experience at Loudwire's Gear Factor. We got to hang out with my homie Jose Mangin at Affliction headquarters, talking about his favorite guitar brands. Right behind us, man. You know, first thing I noticed when I walked in, man.
Dude, well, I mean, you say gear.
I see the Marshall.
The word gear to me, I mean, I think of amps.
Yeah.
Amps, gear. I mean, metal. It's amplified. It's freaking loud. And Marshall has always been synonymous, man. We've been working with Marshall. Our friend Nick Bocott worked there for many years. And so when we first moved to the studios, he was like, Jose, I got your studio with some Marshalls, and it was the first thing that we got. Ever since I was playing guitar, I wanted to play Dean because of Dimebag. And so being able to work with Dean and host all their stuff for years, hosting stuff at NAMM for them, I mean, I just love it. It's not even a question. I just always will even volunteer just to be with them and to help them because they've always been very good to me ever since Don passed. And we did, they had the first tribute model. Dean Zielinski actually sent me two, one for a radio giveaway and then one for me. He was like, I know how much you loved him. And it was just the very beginning. Satellite radio was just starting. A few years in, and then I was like, oh wow, this is cool. And that's hung up next to the fireplace in our house and signed by Vinny. They represent all things that I love. I mean, from Megadeth to Dimebag, and of course working with Vinny and the guys in Hell Yeah, and Michael Amott, all these famous shredders. Eric Peterson's one of my favorite metal bands, Testament. Rest in peace, Elliot. You know, he's jamming upstairs with Lemmy right now. Sold out show. Jesus can't even get on the fucking guest list, man. This is part of the Roland family. This is one of the new Waza Craft Boss full stacks. As soon as these became available, they came and dropped off 2 full stacks for us to have here so that people can play. The cool thing is they dialed it in for us. They were like, okay, what's gonna be played here? I was like, metal. And they were like, all right, cool. So they left one untouched and one tweaked in. You know what we use these 2 for a lot? Bass.
Yeah.
They switch off. The guys from Roland Boss were saying that, you know, a lot of bass players use these cabinets. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool because I don't have a bass cabinet. King gave me this really cool Dean guitar, and Eddie did the logo, Scott Ian. The cool thing is about a lot of these guitars, like I play them, and people are like, oh, why are you playing them? It's like, because they're supposed to be played.
They're supposed to be played,
yeah,
man.
I scratch up the backs, and I'm like, they're like, why are you?
No, they're supposed to be played.
Why would they be not touched? That one, Rex Brown gave me Spectre bass with the Kill Devil Hill dudes. That's the Pantera Far Beyond Driven. That's a cool Razorback. Like I said, I have a lot of my really nicer Deans at my house. The one signed by the dudes from Pantera, I have that stuff at my house, man. That's like, I always joke around with my kids and stuff and my wife. If there was, you know, ever, God forbid, to be a fire, like, I'd be like, honey, you got the kids, I'm gonna grab the guitars.
Once again, man, we're hanging out at Affliction headquarters with my brother in the fight, the almighty Jose Mangin.
Hey, let's go get some tequila real quick.
I think we should go get some tequila.
Come on.
Very good. Gear Factor.
Come on.
Horns up.